Disclosure, this stream is presented in collaboration with JapanimeGames as part of the Streaming Collaboration Initiative. While I bought the game myself through their Kickstarter, JapanimeGames and I exchanging exposure. All opinions on the game are my own, positive or negative. And with that, I believe we can get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. I didn't do one of these last week. They've updated the game again. Now it actually shows credits for the illustrators of the artwork in the background and has a small copyright symbol. In general, we're closing in on release. It was supposed to release last month, but the new release date, if I remember correctly, is next Tuesday on May 11th? Yes, May 11th. So, yeah, this will probably be the last beta stream we do then. Although I might play more once it's released anyway, because there'll be achievements and stuff. Regardless, today we're just gonna be jumping back in and doing more single player campaign. Because why not? I do enjoy that. So we're making our way over on the left. Jeepers, that's cool. Oh, we're making our way around like that. Okay. Why is this one shaped in a different manner? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, I think the game is still in beta, so if we encounter any bugs, we shouldn't. We're getting so close to release, and I think they've ironed out most of the bugs, but if there are any oddities in the game, that would be why. I hope the audio level's alright. The music's super loud for me, but you know, that's usually how it is. So, let's dive in. We're playing against Clair St. Just. And we need to heal one bad habit, oiliness, that should be fairly straightforward. Employ 4 events, and employ 10 total cards. This should be super easy to do actually. Sure, I'll play. Why did my phone vibrate? I thought I turned that off. People, I don't want to talk to people right now. I'm streaming. Okay, let's see what we got. So we're playing against Clair, Natsumi, and Lucienne. That girl. What do we have on the field? We have Saffron, which is usually a really good thing to have. We need to heal one bad habit. I'm gonna get a Clair regardless. Simply because once we've healed that one bad habit, we want to, you know, not get more bad habits. Oh, that's a good hand for next time. Oh, actually that's a perfect hand, because with 4 we can get a foray. Or a queen. We'll just call it foray, it's easier to say. Oh, it rhymes. Okay, in regards to our private mates available, I'm just waiting for it to be my turn so I don't obscure anything. We have Rosa, which gives 1 love at the start of each turn, and we have Millie, who, hey there Vox, who during my serving phase, if any of my mates caused me to draw a card, I gain an extra serving. They're both good. We can't buy either, of course, so we're just gonna get up for Ray for now. Now, mind you, we do want more... We do want Saffron, simply because of the fact that, well, we want this combination of Saffron and probably Foray to make sure that we can build up more and more. Draw more cards so we can... Well, we want more servings as well. Oh, that's what Saffron does, right? He allows me to discard cards so that I can get more servings. So Foray and Saffron should be a really powerful combination for us. So we'll play her, draw 2 cards. There is actually a case to be spoken about discarding these 2 so that I can then private quarter 1 Colette. Play 3, we'll get a Saffron. Of course, at some point we will need to start quartering Saffron so that we can get the bonus, but we'll do that when we get that far. If you're new and watching, I can recommend going back to some of my previous streams, but basically each maid has their own ability, and Saffron here specifically has it so that if I put them in my quarters, which is take them out of my hand and put them in a different box, so to speak, where they will give more points depending on how many of them I have. Specifically, as you can see on screen right now. I like that they added the illustration credits. I had actually been wondering why it wasn't in game. We'll do that for the extra serving, that does nothing, but it allows me to skip a pop-up box. We have 4. With 4, well, we're supposed to play We're supposed to employ 4 events at some point. Although I feel like we can wait with that for now. So we'll get another foray. Oh, the lock icon has, or the lock button has an actual icon now.
Yay.
Natsumi is also not to be underestimated. Yes, I agree. I agree. It's the one where, yeah, if I discard a card, then my other opponents have to discard a card unless they have, is it less than 4 cards at hand?
Awesome.
So I agree. It's interesting because the AI seems to very rarely touch Natsumi. Okay, they added a better button, but the lock is still... Hey, it doesn't have all the debug stuff anymore. Still wish they'd make it look better, more readable, but or at least split it so that it's easy to see when turns change. But you know, that's a low priority thing. So we play her because there's nothing else to play. For 2, do we have Sainsbury? So I actually think there is a case to be spoken about buying some love, employing some love, because we can exchange 1 loves for 2 loves later on. If we get a Sainsbury. Plus, with more 1 loves right now, we do build up an arsenal of being able to do something. I need to have a look at my quarters because I am... That was exactly what I feared was going on. Wondering if I had some bad habits. I have 1. Okay, it's not too bad. I can live with that. Yes. Do that. Play. Do that for extra draw power. Do I want to discard anymore? No. So we'll play that. That gives us exactly 5, which I will buy Rosa. Because with Rosa, our previously we had the issue that we usually had like 4 at most. Now that should be adjusted to be 5 instead, which is much better considering what we can buy out here. What do we have here? Or who do we have here? We'll have a look at it once the turn is done. I'm curious to see what the achievements for this game are going to be. It's like...
Topaz at your service.
Thank you, Rosa. That's like 9 of them, I think. I couldn't imagine them to be too tough. During a starting phase, you may look at 1 random card in another place. Well, you're fine. Well, I'm not a big fan of... I keep forgetting that I should probably... Wait. Heal 1 bad habit. Does that... I wish I could look at that. Okay, so I guess this should count as healing a habit, right? We'll do that once we once again get around to her. But now I'm gonna employ a Sainsbury because I want to start exchanging these 1 loves for 2 loves. So that we can really start spitballing, rolling the ball out of control here, hopefully. Our progress on achievements. The employ of 10 different cards is super easy. That basically comes naturally. Healing an event, well, I just messed that up. Sending events to others. That one, I probably need to focus a bit more, but I want to get to the point where I can actually buy some Ophelias first, or employ. Thanks, Rosa. So we'll do this. I just love the fact that I just got her again. Okay, there. So we're close to employing 10 cards, and we are not far from the events either, which is fine. We got a really low hand, though. We'll get another Saffron on board with our team, because she is good. She gives 2 extra love just out of the gate. And then of course there's the employment bonus once we get around to that. Also, I just realized I'm incredibly hungry and I should probably eat something before I start streaming. That's the problem with doing this before dinner. It's fine, it's just an hour. So, we will not play Sainsbury first. We'll do this, that should be worth it. We'll play Sainsbury. Sainsbury will allow me to exchange 1 love for 2 love. Then we'll do a foray, so we can do this. I do want to throw 1 more away so I can also do this. And then suppose with 6 love, which allows me to get Ophelia. Ophelia is an all-around good card simply because it's 1 of each, and as long as I don't have an even number of her when we end, I also get a bonus of points instead of a penalty, which I would if I had an even number. So like all around, good card. Anise, yeah, that's her name. I could also be tempted to go for it if I get enough love to employ her, but I think we're focusing more on what we're doing right now. It's an interesting hand we have for next round. I generally don't advise getting more than one Sainsbury because it's slow, I know, to go to the point where I think discarding one should be fine here. Yeah, it's slow getting to the point where all your one loves are exchanged with two loves with only one, but at the same time, the moment she's... Oh, I guess you could go for two, since everything for two love is also on the table once there's no more two loves to exchange. So she's not entirely useless. We have 8. Oh damn, we're rolling now. Okay, we'll get an Anise, just like I said. Oh, I still have one love. We will get one of these. As long as there's 2 loves to exchange for, it's not a bad idea to get more 1 loves. Just keep an eye on how much you have, because otherwise you end up with a lot of 1 loves that you cannot exchange in the end. Well, technically you can exchange them for maids. I guess there's no downside when you have Sainsbury in place to have 1 loves, is there? Depending on how you look at it. You could have too many loves in your hand and thus not be able to combo much with your mates, which would be a bit detrimental, admittedly. We'll exchange one of these for that. That gives us 6. We'll get another Ophelia. We have an even number now, which is important to remember. I do not want to end the game with an even number. And right now it looks like an uneven number has been employed, so... Oh, well, 2 of them have been employed by someone else. I could go back in the log and check, but it's just not convenient enough to read. Honestly, I think the log could benefit from being a bit more visual than just text-based. But I'm putting too much focus on something that was mostly there just for debugging purposes anyway. Just having a quick look at the other private quarters to see how they're doing for points. I see Natsumi has started building a bit of a set of 2, so a bit of an extra bonus for having Crescent Sisters. There's no point in playing her, but she pays for herself, so why not? Oh yeah, I definitely want to discard. Got 1, play 1, play 1. Yeah, that should be fine. There, there. And now I actually kind of wish that I discarded more. We're gonna play Anise simply because, yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Oh, 9. This is beautiful. We're gonna get a Marianne on our team. This is when I think it's okay to start actually going and putting Saffron in private quarters. Hey there, Dio. Because at this point we're getting so much love to purchase with to employ with anyway, that Saffron is kind of a backup for bad rounds, but since he gives more points when quartered, I think now is a good point to do that. I know my commentary is very much just me analyzing every single round of what I'm doing, but I mean, it's a card game, so I hope that's what people expect. I don't really know what else to say. So, we have 5. I do want a 3rd Ophelia. I very much do. But I think we're gonna go for Natsumi, actually. I also need to remember to build up more servings, which Natsumi will help with, so that I can start throwing some, not just servings, but, what's it called? Employments, so that I can start throwing events at other people without wasting a turn on it. Would be very nice. That's where Ophelia comes in right now. Actually, is there anyone else who gives more employment? There is Azure, but I'm not a big fan. Oh, there's Ophelia, right. And then there's, of course, Nice. Okay, do that. I will discard 2 just to be on the safe side. We'll do this. Play 1 more. We get 2 more. There is no point in not throwing this side. And now I wish I had more, but it's fine. Again, slight misplace here and there does not matter that much. Now we can get the extra Ophelia, and since we have 2 extra left, we can still put an event on who is actually doing the better of these. Clair has 1, Saffron doesn't do anything. You have 2 bad habits and a slight bonus. I mean, we could throw it at Natsumi, I guess, and just really try and escalate it, but since Clair is... Does Clair herself count as... Oh, or was I just unlucky? I was probably just unlucky. It's fine, we should probably have thrown it at Natsumi, to be fair. Does it count if I just play it? No, it does. It needs to be successful. Okay. We can do that. It's not a big deal. I don't think we're too bad off points right now. Someone else obviously has the Colette bonus, which is when you have the most Colettes, you get a bonus of something that I forget. We'll see that when it's my turn. I think it's every Colette. Yeah, process fine. Okay, if you have the most Colettes at the end, you get 5 victory points. I don't know who has most. There's 5 out there, so that's a bit hard to judge. Marianne is really good for throwing away. I have 1 serving. Oh, well, we'll do that and get more servings. I can throw a card away. We'll do that. Everyone loses 1. We'll do this, which will get rid of this. We'll cancel that for a moment. I have 2. I can get 6 in total. This is probably better this round, to be honest. With 6, we can get another Ophelia if we want, but it becomes a bit dicey when there's only 2 left. What is my favorite card so far? Ooh, that's a really good question. Especially because there are so many things to judge the card by. Like, the artwork is one thing, and then there's the effect is another thing. That's actually a really good question. I'm not entirely sure what to reply with. I'm gonna take the chance and get 1 more Ophelia. The odds of the other 2 being sold this round are slim. Hopefully I'll be able to gain enough. Let's see, at our hand right now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have enough to get an Ophelia next turn. There just needs to be an Ophelia we can employ next turn. My favorite card. Oh, that's a really tough one, especially without being able to see every card. But, like from a functionality standpoint, I'm very... Actually, I also think it's maybe not fair to just take all the cards and lump them in together, because the private maids kind of feel like a separate group. Because they have special effects. It's a very good question. I'm actually not entirely sure what to reply for. Okay. Probably better to play this round. We get 7. I'm gonna get another Ophelia. Then we can get a 1 love. Okay. Like if we just look at the ones that are on board right now, I think from an artwork perspective, I very much like Eugene and Ophelia. From a functionality perspective. Oh, that's like Ophelia is an all-around good card, just straight up with the bonus, and there's a bit of a gamble involved. But I can't say that I don't like her. I don't even remember what Nana does. Oh, that's the moving bad habits around. Saint Spur is super useful when she's around, simply because you can really boost your deck by replacing cards you already have. We're gonna play this, we're gonna discard that, and one of these. 2 more to do. I should not have done that. I should really not have done that. What I should have done is play Anise to get the extra 3 draws, because then I had 1 extra serving just in case something like this happened. Yeah, I knew that the moment I did that. Shame, but I don't really know, because each maid kind of has their own thing that makes them unique. I'm not super stoked about any of the Crescent Sisters. Every time you stream this game, I hear you say Ophelia a lot. Well, that's true. That's because she's super valuable in regards to gameplay and points. Like, Saffron and Ophelia will probably hear me refer to a lot, simply because of the point values that they allow you to spiral out with. You'll probably also hear me talk a lot about Foray simply because of the combo potential. And yeah, exactly as Vox said, Ophelia is super valuable in regards to, well, a good card all around. So I have 5, and I can employ 3 in total. I kind of want to just get another saffron and then throw a bad habit at Natsumi. Because then we start working towards our employing of 4 events, which we do need to get done. I really wish I hadn't misplayed this round because I would have gone... That's a weird hand. It allows us to buy something pricey, but that's a weird hand. We can employ... you know what? We can employ Anise next turn. I do quite like Anise design as well. Why did my PlayStation 3 turn on? Oh, right. Checking for updates. Anise is not a bad design either. I like the whole crown thing. He looks super like I am the wealthiest maid ever. Which makes sense, he's a treasury maid, which means that he's in charge of all the money. Play her. Oh, we did actually have a bad habit, huh? So, I mean, there's no point in not employing Anise, simply because we only have 1 employment and we have the amount of love we need for it. There is one private maid I'm very partial towards, and I can't remember who she is, but it's the one that gives 1 extra serving at the start of each turn. If she's out there, I will employ her if I can, because that extra serving is so valuable, in my opinion. But right now, like, Rosa's doing a great job right now on giving us extra leeway in being able to purchase stuff, which is also, again, super valuable. Natsumi, you know what? Perfect timing for Marianne to show up so we can discard her. That sounded rude, but you know what I mean. Oh, look at this. Look at this combo potential. I will discard... I will discard her so I can then... Private quarter. I do need to start working on my saffron bonus, and I have exactly no bonus from her right now. Wait, was that a bad habit? Do I have bad habits? I need to heal those. Okay. What do? The world is our oyster. We have 13 love to employ with, and we can employ up to 6 things. I could get the events out of the way. I'm actually gonna employ a Marianne, and then throw... I'm gonna throw 1 at Natsumi. Now that she has 4, she has the detriment of each of them being worth -2 points rather than 1 point. And then I'm gonna throw 1 at Lucienne as well. Oh, and Lucienne does not take it. Okay. At which point we are halfway to our goal, and look at this. That was a good round. Oh, I got an achievement. Wait, the achievements are enabled? I got an achievement called Serve 'em Up. I don't think that showed up on stream. Give me a second to check what that was about. I don't think this shows up on your end. Oh, okay, you can't see the achievement information yet. Interesting. So they're halfway enabled? Interesting. Buy 6 bad habits. Oh, a bit late, but yeah, I could have done that, definitely. Oh, this is not a great round. Okay, this is a slow round with private quarter for the bonus. Get 2 out there, and then we have 3, so I will get a bad habit. Throw it at Natsumi, because Natsumi doesn't seem to be protected at all. Slow round, but they happen. I'm curious to what the point totals are going to be at the end. I got another bad habit. I'm getting a bit worried about that part. I do not want another bad habit. I feel like Clair never shows up for me anymore. Maybe I should employ an extra just to be certain. The problem with that is Clair is kind of useless when you don't have any bad habits. For obvious reasons. Okay. I get a guaranteed 1 extra love, or I can get 3 cards which might give even more. I'm gonna play in these for that sake, of that case, and we got 1 extra love. So we ended up with the exact same result, except worse. I can employ up to 3. I am gonna get an extra Clair simply because I feel like I need the extra safety right now. I actually think it's time we replace a Rosette to pass with Millie Violet, because we draw so many cards Oh, see ya, Dio. We draw so many many cards at this point that this extra serving is basically guaranteed, and I still feel like we're a bit sore for servings. So I think that is worth it. Bless you. Now we have 4 bad habits, that's bad. Oh, I didn't even notice that people had actually gotten Nana. I guess that's why I've gotten bad habits without really... Oh, they are really just attacking me now, aren't they? Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's not good. What's this? Oh, I could discard her or I could quarter her. It's actually worth having her as cannon fodder. Which sounds rude, but you know what I mean. Okay, up to 2. I do need to employ 1 more event. Third Natsumi, she doesn't have any protection. 5, 5. I think we'll just get another saffron since we're building up that bonus now. Oh yeah, it's definitely Nana that's causing this problem with the bad habits. Okay, so we might be looking at a pretty severe penalty at the end of the game, but we do have an affiliate bonus, and we are building the saffron bonus, and we also have, I mean, we have 2 Marianne as the only one here. So I don't think we're like in a really bad place. This should give us an extra serve. Oh, she's sick. Oh no, I didn't even notice that. Well, we need to solve that. Millie, not only does this mean that we don't give the extra serving when we draw a card, it also means that she's not giving the extra 2 bonus points, which means that this hand was completely ruined. Oh man. Oh, success. Oh, I didn't notice that. Yes, there's Clair. Perfect. Okay, we can solve this. We can solve this. She pays for herself. Oh, we're done. Not unexpected. You're so clever. I won? I barely won. I didn't even know that we were that close to being done. Wow, look at the bad habit penalty. If I didn't have that, I would have won in more of a landslide. But yeah, I apparently won regardless, so that's good. I'm still fascinated by the fact that these games basically take half an hour. Well, they really started hitting me with illness, didn't they? Well, that's success on that. Let's go for the next one already, why not? Against Azure again? Haven't we played against Azure before? 2 private mates, that's doable. 12 general mates, that's a lot, but should be done. And 5 chief mates, so basically just employ a lot of everything. Which is honestly the goal of the game anyway, so I don't see a problem here. I also feel like I am slumping down way too much. I can keep my sisters in line, this should be no trouble. Okay, ooh, I forgot that we had fall card. I'm not too happy about seeing Nord here. Okay, 3. What do we have here? Tennerless. Each other player draws a card. I forgot she existed because it's one of those cards where I'm not too happy about giving benefits to my opponents. You may look at the top card of any player's deck, including yours, and then decide whether to send that card into a discard pile or not. I love the art of Alyssa. Not sure I feel like she's that great a card most of the time. We have the Saffron on board again, so there's no point in not going for that. She's a fairly safe bet. Last time she didn't end up doing much for us. I think we won because of the Ophelia bonus. Again. No, actually we won because we had 2 Mariannes. That's why we won. So we're playing against all the... Sorry about this, my neck hurts a bit. We're playing against all the Crescent Sisters again. I thought we were done with them. Well, play all, get a private maid. Ooh, yes, Tanya is also super good. I forgot that. If you draw a card, you may draw an extra card. She's probably... Oh, she's also top runner-up of one of my favorite private maids from the base game. super useful. Never underestimate draw power. Vox, you taught me that. That's a lot of love. My nose is itchy again. Typical. It's always when I'm on stream. I think it's because I get nervous. Oh, man. 3. There's actually no 4 loves in this setup, which is interesting. 4, 3, and there's also only 2 of the Crescent Sisters again. Interesting setup we got going here. It has a bit of everything. It has a bit of everything. Natsumi is gonna cover us for servings. Sainsbury is gonna help us get more love. Saffron is gonna be good for the bonus and for getting more love temporarily. Yeah, I think there is potential for building some really good combos here. Fail Long Fang. During silent phase you receive 1 love or an employment. Also really good. Also really good. A bit sad that we have to get rid of Tanya at some point, but it will have to do. We're gonna play Saffron because we need those extra love right now. Nena is not super important for us at the moment. I think it's better to start with a Sainsbury as early as we can, so we can start exchanging all those 1 loves for 2 loves. Interesting hand we have next time. It's unfortunate that we can really only play 1 of our Saffrons. Oh, as per usual, if there are any questions in regards to what's going on, or like any mechanics or anything, the rule set, please do just ask. I don't mind answering these questions. I know that since I'm fairly used to this game, and I've also done it on stream a few times, I gloss over a lot of the finer details. So if you're here for the first time and wonder what is going on, don't hold back, just ask. I welcome questions. I feel like the opponents are really going hard on Saffron as well. I also feel like this has fallen way down, so I look like an idiot. I do look a bit like an idiot regardless, you know, but yeah, it looks even worse. There. I did feel like something was off. What is this called anyway, this maid thingy? I feel like these guys are actually a threat this time. Fascinating. So Sainsbury, get 2 love, 1 love, boom, always good. Nothing else to do other than play, that's 3 love, it's not great. We will actually be getting a Colette. Because right now we're one of 2 people who have the most Colettes, which means that I can still keep track of whether or not I can essentially achieve that bonus, which, I mean, all points count. I also remember that I do need to do it in regards to our... Hey, don't do that. Mean, Viola. Okay, Saffron's gonna be out of the game super fast. We're making good leeway. Good progress. Play Saffron for the extra love, get an Ophelia. There's no debate there. First Ophelia we have. Fortunately we're the 3rd one to get there. Let me ask, what are the best strategy you come by? The best strategy? Okay. That is a good question, Vox, because I am casual. So unlike you, who is really good at analyzing the board and just finding the strategy that fits the cards at board, like you're super good at that. I'm afraid playing against you in any card game. But unlike you, I unfortunately do things very much on the fly. So right now, for instance, I've looked at the board and I would say that with the card setup that we have here, it's a good idea to, well, it's generally a good idea to focus on trying to build up a strong deck that has a lot of servings and a lot of love, so that you can build up combos, so that you can gather more servings, more love, and never forget to also focus a bit on getting those extra employments. Use the Ophelias on board, which means that you won't have to worry too much about that. So focusing on getting more employments and servings are really good. Although, never underestimate, again, the power of draw power, because generally just focus on getting as much as you can. That, like, any card that has more effects than just what than just a single one are worth getting. I usually try to prioritize building up my own fortress, so to speak, rather than throwing stuff at other enemies. There is there is a good strategy about that. You could build up a deck that's super offensive rather than defensive. If you do that, you will probably also have a chance of winning, to be honest. This is a super bad hand, by the way. So you probably just have employed... Oh, I already have that many? Okay. So you probably just have employed... Saffron to my private quarters. But yeah, I feel like I can really only give a general idea of what you should be aiming for in this game. Like again, here I start with getting Saffron because of the bonus. Like once we get to a point where we have a lot of love we can play to purchase with anyway, she's super good to have simply because you can start employing her next, which gives that bonus. Once you get up to the mid-tier cards, getting a private maid of any kind, super good idea. Usually the effects are worth it. But also the mid-tier cards, which I would say about 4 and 5 are mid-tier, right? Ish. I'd say that once you get to that point, you probably want to really focus down Sainsbury for the exchange of love. If she's not on board, Natsumi is super good for the extra servings. And again, if you're playing a strategy that's more offensive, you might want to invest in Nana. But I don't consider her super good because she only gives 1 love aside from that. So yeah, I should play the game, right? Do you want to draw an extra card? Yes. This is where Titania finally starts paying off and feel good. Okay, what do? We have 2, 3, 4. I can get that to... I can either get that to 5 or I can have 6. If I do 6... How many Ophelias do I have? Oh no, I got distracted by thinking too much about general purpose strategies that I don't remember if I have 2 or 3. Okay, we're gonna play as if I have 2. Which means I would want to get enough to be able to employ another one. There's still enough in here that I can save it if I've messed up. I have 3 here in total, and the discard was empty. So as long as there is not an Ophelia in the last 9 cards at hand, I'm safe. That's 2 rounds of having to be on the edge whether or not I have enough or too many. Okay, not in this hand. That's good. It's possible I have exactly 3 right now. If so, I'm in a good spot. Aside from that, I feel like I want to invest in more Natsumi, to be honest. I just realized that Clair is nowhere to be seen on this board. That's why I'm not getting rid of my bad habits. Okay. Okay. In that case... Oh, I have the minus points now. With no Clair, the only way to heal event cards is to use a 3 love card. I rarely ever purchase those because they cost so much. It might be worth it. There is no card right now on board that would help me move it or remove it from my private quarters. If I'm lucky, I can get to Sora eventually. She allows you to... There's a dog outside. I don't know if you can hear that. I hope not. But she allows me to take a bad habit from my quarters and move it to a different player's quarters. I'm also realizing that I'm falling behind on Colette. With only 3 this round, it's probably best to just try and invest a bit in that. At some point, since I'm being gone down with bad habits, and it's hard to heal them this time, it might be worth it for me to start throwing more bad habits at other people. I mean, unless they're gonna do it for me, that works too. Wow. Okay. If the AI is gonna do that, look at this complete stupidity of a hand. It's a shame, because I only have 1 serving to start with. This next hand is much better. Well, not much better, but it's better since with Ophelia we have the chance of drawing a good card that might set off a combo. My problem is I don't really have much to combo with. I also realized I forgot to check if I had 3 Ophelias. Can I see my disc? Can I look in my discard? I can. There was an Ophelia. Deck breakdown. Oh wait, is this my entire deck? Oh, I didn't know you could do that! That's a good feature and I'm happy it's here. I can actually see my entire deck. Wow, it's weak. Okay. This is good. I have 3 Ophelia. Wow, I'm so happy. I don't actually have to keep track of that on my own. Okay. If I'd known that, that would have been so useful. If I'd known that before, that would have been so useful. I do want to draw an extra card. Not a whole lot we can do, but we did get a decent amount of love to employ with. I'm gonna employ Rosa since we do need to employ an extra one. And she doesn't have the worst effect. It's not an extra draw, unfortunately, but it's still an extra love, which is good for purchasability, employment. Employmentability? That's not a word. Oh, next round is good. I can't believe I didn't know there was a way to see my deck setup, deck summary before now. Okay, camera's still working. If you're wondering, sometimes I do this on cam, it's not because I'm waving at you, it's because I'm checking if there's a lag on my camera. Because when there is, it throws the camera up when I do that. Okay, so really not the greatest hand, but we've had worse. When was that added? I don't know, I never checked. I'm very confused about that box. It might have been there always and we just never noticed? Well, 5, we can employ 3 things. I am gonna stop holding my nose. I'm gonna employ Natsumi.
Yay.
The extra servings, I feel like I'm a bit low on serving potential. I really need to start champering some of my Colettes. I can feel that much. I also don't think I got the Colette bonus given everything. I can actually tell for a fact that I didn't get a Colette bonus. I have 6. Start with 3. I can't see the deck break. Can I see the deck breakdown of my enemies? Opponents, sorry. I'm gonna check that once it's my turn. Thank you, Rosa. Can I... No, there's no... No, there's no way to see the deck breakdown of anyone else. Okay. That would be a bit cheesy maybe, so I can see why not. What is this stupid hand? Look at this. At least I'll be out of the way quick. Oh man, it ends when 2 are done. I'm not in a good spot for my setup at all. It is probably better to not employ a Saffron here, just for the sake of trying to extend the game a slight bit, because I think we might not win this time. I'm also really not good off on not decently close. Not great though. I can't really do the Champion Made Chiefs because I need... Yeah, I lost. I didn't just lose, I had exactly 0 points. That's actually impressive, I need to see that. Huh. Okay, that was a quick game. It also doesn't count your achievement progress, your star progress if you lose. I think that's the first time we properly lose, and it's that quick, so we're gonna do this again. Is it the exact same? It's the exact same setup, okay. I get a sense of déjà vu. We're gonna try and change our strategy a bit now that I realize that bad habits is a really... Ooh, Sora! Sora's on board. Okay, there's our savior. If I... Oh, they did... I guess they at least shuffled the private maze then, even if the rest of the setup is the same. So it's not rewinding time. That's good. He just happened to have the other Twilight Sister on board, which means that I didn't realize it was like that. Did they all read... What? You son of a gun! They are really mean. Okay. Well, I don't appreciate that. Wow. I don't think any human would be that mean unless they were in a competitive setting, so this AI is just stupid. Well, it's smart to be honest, but it's being insensitive. Tough level due to the lack of forecast cast. I agree. This setup is super... It's a tough one to crack. Like I said on a few other streams, it very much feels like a puzzle game at times, where you need to figure out how can I get the best possible out of this. gonna play that. It's not great. It's really not great. I also feel like I'm doing exactly the same thing again. I really, really need to get to the point where I can get Sora up and running on my team. Because Sora is basically essential in my opinion for this setup if I want to avoid the problems I have with the event cards. And again, for those who don't know, Sora is allows me to move an event card from my quarters to an opponent's quarters. These sisters are not messing around on the rematch, eh? Okay, 4. This is... How do I even build up more love? I had really hoped Tanya would help me here, but since the AI was being a B-word about it... well, employing Saffron gives me at least 1 extra love every time I play her, so I can build up a bit, 2 extra every time, so that should work. I think the AI likes to buy illnesses when there aren't other forecast options. That's a really good point. Oh no, that's a really good point. If they do that to Sora, I basically need to have a 3 love card as backup to make sure that I have something to cure Sora with. Fascinating. At the start of each player's discard phase, the active player must discard the top card of their deck. If the discarded card was not a maid card, the number of cards they draw for their hand is decreased by 1. Interesting. Guess I'm getting a Sainsbury because we do need to build up that love. Was this level exactly the same for you, Vox? Like, admittedly, unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch your streams because of the time you stream for these. But if this was exactly the same, I'm very curious how many tries you had to go through. I just imagine you probably only had to do like 1 do-over, considering it's you. Either that or you solved it the first time. That would not surprise me either. Player on your left and your right must, if they have any mates in their private quarters, take 1 bad habit and place it in their quarters. You know what? Wait! And place it in the quarters. Then, I thought she was the one that swaps them between quarters. There is one that swaps them, right? Nena's super good here, actually, considering our current predicament. Because if I can play Nena enough that there are no bad habits left, then they should be in everyone but my quarters. And right now, the AI is being really freaking mean. Oh, someone got to Ophelia first. Okay, there are a lot of moving pieces to this one. We might not actually beat this one today. This is a fascinating one, to say the least. Either I exchange a 1 and get 2, which is a long-term idea, or I get 3. I'm gonna do this actually. The long-term investment is this, because at the same time I can then do that. No one else has mates in their quarters. They're just hitting me with events. They don't even... Oh man. I'm gonna employ a Violet for the extra card draw, but I'm a bit annoyed now. 3 or 4 times because I redid whenever I didn't manage to get all 3 stars for the game. Because of visual bug that made me unsure whether or not they counted unless I got all of them. Oh, but you only lost once. Okay. Yeah, they do count even if you... Yeah, you know that. They do count even if you don't get all of them at once. These guys are so mean. Oh my god. I need Sora. I need Sora in my life. Nana, I choose you. Right, Nana doesn't do anything at the moment. I should have so... No, I'm tilting. I'm tilting. Yeah. This AI is this... Oh, I don't like this level. Okay. The worst part is, right now, with Sora on board, it's like, if I can get her on my team, This is the ideal situation.
Awesome.
It's not looking good though. It's really not looking good. Why are they not employing anything?
Awesome.
Why are they not employing anything? Oh, man. Yeah, this is gonna take a few tries to figure out. We used the 3 love, 5 cost one. So you actually used Tenderless for this? I considered it. I was looking at it like it's not bad. Oh, she is not bad, but I don't know. I guess it's not a bad idea. Combining her with Natsumi, the only problem is giving everyone else the extra draw power. Not a big fan of that, admittedly. I mean, we can try. It's worth trying. At this point, I don't really have anything else better to do. Not the greatest progress. Are we still in a situation where no one has... Oh, you've employed something. Okay. Viola is now a valid target. Play Natsumi. I may discard a card. I will discard a card. That's 2 servings. We're gonna do that. The player of my left and right. Viola is not on my left or right. This is not good. Oh man, this is not good.
Yay.
This is a tough one to crack. Nana is almost...
Awesome.
Nana is almost fully employed at this point.
Yay.
That's really bad for me, actually, considering this exact situation. Oh my god. Minus points. I'm not winning if I keep getting minus points. Unless I build up a really freaking solid saffron combo, but not combo. Bonus. But at this point, doing that would basically ensure the end of the game. I don't know how to deal with this, to be honest. This is interesting. Okay, I think number one thing I need to do when I redo this match is not invest that heavily in saffron from the get-go, because look at this hand. I basically need to start employing her at this point simply because of how much she clutters up my hand. No, not that. That bottom. It gives me 2, which is bad, but what can you do at this point? So bad! Okay, it's not lost yet. The problem is that there's 1 maid that's basically out of the game, and there's 2 maids that I have reached past the halfway point. And actually 1 that is at the halfway point. And I have not been able to gather off enough. I feel like my strategy has failed miserably compared to the last time. On this level I ignore Sainsbury most of the time because the 4 cost of 2 love basically ensures the sister spam buys it. Oh, true, that's a good point. Yeah, I forgot to take the AI element into consideration in regards to that. That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Yes.
I guess we'll throw something at Viola, why not? If you only have enough time to exchange 1 or 2 love cards, it isn't worth it. Yeah, I hadn't actually considered the simpleness of an AI in that regard. That's a good point. I'll keep that in mind for The next do-over, hopefully. Which won't be today, but... also, we'll probably be running a bit over the 1 hour mark, depending on how long or short this match becomes. It is fine. It's not like I have set aside a specific amount of time for any reason. We'll play here for the extra. Yeah, hey Sainsbury, what a waste of you, eh? I don't even know what to do, because these guys have points due to the Colettes, and I can't touch them. I have apparently 2 illnesses. The fact that they now have an indicator for 2 means that yes, that is actually legit. You can spam illnesses onto mates. I thought that was a bug at first. It's not. I have so many minus points. It's like 14 minus points. I have -5 right now, to be exact. I don't think there's any way for me to make a comeback at this point. The best 5 cost cards in this setup is Natsumi. The extra servings makes it easy to swallow colettes, meaning you can buy a bunch of them. Exchanging between them and Saffron while keeping your deck thin. The problem... Oh, you mean exchanging and employing them between them? Yeah, that's a good point. The Twilight Sisters that messes with sisters' decks are good to slow them down. I cannot figure out how to do the Twilight Sisters without somehow also messing up my own, so that's not gonna be something I do, unfortunately. Okay, so this is the best hand we've had since ever, so hey Sora, I said that's my starting fix, okay. So as long as he doesn't take an illness to the face, which he will, we're in good spot right now. Okay, joke's on you, sisters. There are no more bad habits to give. And trust me, I'll be sending those right back to you the moment I can. I'm running out of time, though. Okay, at least they're employing a wide variety of stuff now. That buys me time. Yes, I do want to use my ability. During stuff, you may move 1 event card. So I pick up a card. I'm gonna move a bad habit to Azure. Because I can't remember... It's not really... Does he give... He doesn't even... He gives 1 victory point, that's fine. We don't care about that too much. Two, 4, 5, 6... Yes, I do want to do that. Okay. We're finally starting to see the light. Okay, it doesn't actually count the affiliate bonus after you're done with the game, I guess. Okay. Maybe this is salvageable? It's right at the freaking end though, so I don't know. Ophelia is also the end-all be-all of this setup, if you can get her. Yeah, I figured as much. Unfortunately, we are nearing the end. I got an Ophelia. If I could build up a really solid affiliate bonus, I might be able to do this regardless, but... Man, this is... not working that well. Take that, move it over to Azure. 1 extra love or 1 extra love. So 1 extra love right now, and 1 extra love in the future as well.
What I mean.
That's 3, that's super bad. I really don't... Okay, this is gonna seem weird, but I want to extend this match, so I'm not gonna employ anything. Could have done 1 love. I don't think it's worth it this round. But by not employing Crescent Sister, I'm at least trying to draw out the game slightly more. Which might work for my benefit in the long run. I really don't have good hand. I should have invested so much more in Natsumi. Oh no. Do I have enough to do anything? I'm gonna move this to Viola. How are we doing? You have the minus. You have a minus. Rouge, please, for the love of everything good, employ something in your private quarters so I can hit you with bad habits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I can gamble on getting another love card. That's Natsumi. Oh man. Oh man. This is lost. This is just straight up lost. They might actually empty out Colette before anything. Oh man. Okay, this is a tough one. I'll give the game that. This is a tough one. There are certain setups where I just straight up am not sure what to do, and this is one of them. Ugh. I mean, might as well get 5. We can get Natsumi on board. It's... If I could win, I would almost be done with this, but I don't think I'm winning this one. I mean, it's not over until it's over, but it's looking really, really... I'm out of minus now. So if no one else has more than 2 victory points, we're good. Rouge probably has a bunch of Colettes, though. Or Ophelia, for that matter. Oh, man. I need to at least be in dual ciphers. Is that what it's called? Dual digits to be able to have any hope of winning anything. I'm slowly making it up there by moving these, though. I forget who has most. Yeah, equal. Okay. There is some worth moving an illness away at this point, maybe. Exchange 1 right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. I am gonna do this. This might not seem sensible, but I do want more Natsumi on my team. Rosa. I could have employed Rosa. Rosa would also be good. Okay, that's why I want Ophelia. Interesting. I feel like, and this is not an excuse, but I feel like one of the biggest deterrents for me for this match so far has been the fact that I forgot that AIs are, at a base level, pretty dumb. The fact, and thank you for pointing that out to me, Vox, the fact that once you have only these 4 love cards, they will probably are likely to spam by them, completely, I didn't think of that. I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna private quarter. Okay, the deck is actually starting to look decent. The deck is actually starting to look decent. Holy moly. Okay. I'm gonna get another Tenalis. Tenalis. Another Trent. We are almost in dual digits. Okay. Okay, it's not lost yet. We might be able to salvage this. I did not salvage this. Oh, that was so close though. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I think I know how to crack this one now. But that'll have to be next time. That's interesting, though. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. We'll head back to... Which menu do we go to? We go to Profile. Because why not? We've completed about 25%, cool, of the main base game challenges. But, yeah, I do like a good challenge. I was a bit dumbfounded there for a while in regards to this one, but you know, every puzzle has a solution. It's just a matter of figuring out how to tackle it. The whole AI element definitely makes a big difference, because I think I might have been tackling this a bit too much as if I was playing against a human being. But maybe next time we should be able to beat it next time. For now though, I need something to drink real quick. Because my voice is giving up. I want to do a quick shout out to Vox for thank you for helping me a bit with figuring out some of these things, and for generally being really good at card games and giving me good hints. Vox has a YouTube channel as well you should check out. They delve mostly with monster taming games like Pokemon, Digimon, what's it called? Exomon? Nexomon. I can't remember what it's called, but a bunch of that, and that's it. I mean, if you're into those kind of games, super entertaining. She's really chill, really nice person. Can recommend. Anyway, enough chilling for my friend. For now, though, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and please do take care. And I will see you again next time, either Tuesday, Thursday, or whenever I stream this game again. For now, though, bye.